We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 9:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 70% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there within the screen, in the second half of the day, there was a bear indicator that quickly got canceled by another bull indicator in that pop there into the close, and that went up as well 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, retesting key resistance levels. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 7:55 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from red bars to bright green bars on Friday, back down to red bars and back up to bright green bars in today's volatility. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the rips from the dips to the rips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator since Friday at the 508.60 area. After getting a bear indicator up here at the 508.70 area, it quickly got canceled here with this bull indicator, and that staircase effect started to form, right? And here it is pushing up after this tight consolidation of holding support above 511, getting back over 512, and heading here to newer highs, right? Breaking through that recent high of 513.30, and here it is trying to reach above 514, right? In the live action, it's hit a high up here so far of 514.19, and we'll see if that can continue, right? But so far, strong bull indicator here on the 30-minute. For the SPY, it wasn't the only stock pushing up higher today. The QQQ, in its tight consolidation, it's pushing back up here in the second half. But you could see Apple and Tesla actually falling, right? As we saw Tesla was one of the home runs of the day with a bear indicator dominating to the downside, and same thing here with Apple, right? It's at crucial levels here as it's broken through key supports, and a lot of eyes are going to be here on Apple and Tesla to see if they can hold support and try to retest the current resistance levels, right? And also when we pull up here Netflix, same thing, right? In a tight consolidation but pulling downwards, and if the SPY and QQQ continue to push up higher, I will be watching if these can hold support and try to get bull indicators and follow the overall SPY and QQQ. So definitely something to not ignore here as they're trying to push up higher. But here we are with the SPY on the 30-minute under a bull indicator. If we zoom out and look at it from the 1 hour, that bull indicator since Thursday of last week, holding strong here since 505, coming back up and retesting key resistance levels, breaking through 508, breaking through 510, heading towards 512, and here it is breaking out to a newer high and 52-week high so far of 514 plus, right? And that staircase effect continuing here so far. So going into tomorrow, it's going to be crucial, and I will be watching if this bull indicator continues to hold on the 1 hour, on the 30-minute, and if we look at the volatility of the 15-minute, you could see here bull indicator that was strong all day on Friday since 508 up to 513. A slight bear indicator that quickly got canceled with the strength here going into the bell at 512, and it broke through the high of the pre-market 513. Things slowed down there, came back down, held above 512, and now took off with that tight consolidation there that you see there in the volatility. Bull indicator holding true, no bear indicator in the process, and hitting new all-time highs and a new 52-week high. Now, you could see how many times it's rejected up here near the 514.20 area. Definitely a critical resistance to not ignore here in the volatility. We need to see if inflows follow too to justify this strength, which I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP500 index, with inflow staying above, right? We were watching for that, even though outflows began on the 30-minute, for it to hold above like it did on Friday. And what happened into the opening bell? It started to push up and turn back to green and quickly started to reflect that strength into these charts, right? If these outflows went ahead and crossed to the downside, it could have quickly started to reflect that weakness into these charts, but it did not, right? Those inflows held, it found support and started pushing upwards away from the midpoint so far at highs here of 1.47 and continued to push up within the volatility, right? Hitting a new all-time high and 52-week high. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, same thing, right? Those inflows stayed above. You can see how weak they were. Even though they were flat, they were having the inflows dominating. But once it started to pick up, it quickly started to reflect that strength into these charts, pulling away from 1.77 to highs up here so far of 2.76. I will be watching going into tomorrow if these inflows can continue pushing up and continue reflecting any further strength of retesting that high of day or even new resistance levels within the volatility. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we can see how choppy the inflow versus outflows were, but inflows dominated all day after the bell, and it pushed upwards here so far to a high of 152. And I will be watching if this staircase effect can continue to push up upwards as these inflows are above, because if these outflows do begin, it can quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts, roll it over into the 30-minute and the 1 hour, pulling it back down towards the midpoint. And the first support I'll be watching is 512.50. Then below that is 511.50. And if both of those get broken through, then I'll be watching 510. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for this staircase effect to continue to hold. Try to retest the resistance up here of the day so far of 514.20. Get these inflows to continue pushing upwards and roll that strength over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, pulling away from the midpoint. And the first resistance is 515. Then above that, I'll be watching the 517 areas. These are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I will watch them very closely going into tomorrow. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.